Loud thing immediately.
Just be Harry.
Why would you do this?
Why not? I'm cruel. So she's sitting on that picture and she ran away and tore up. I don't know.
Send me a text.
They think this is the frigid, the guy who did the "Why you so frigid, baby?" text.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's breaking up with her for not putting out.
What's that poster say?
Awful.
I'm questioning.
Okay. Sure.
I'll go along with your stupid plan, Albert Einstein.
Just don't know why it's inspirational quotes belong above a water fountain, but okay.
Things to ponder.
Well, I generally look up while I drink water. Even if I have to go down to actually reach it.
Oh my gosh, I'm a writer. I need a job.
Midwich High News Desk. We're out of the office right now. Oh, if you're calling to tell us about the spelling mistake on the poster, thanks. We got it.
Blizzards.
Midwich High News Desk. There must be a really big story breaking right now, cause there's no one here to receive your call. If you're calling to be interviewed for the forthcoming feature on STDs, please leave your name and number, and we'll get back to you.
Also, please list what STD you have. This is important.
Tell us all the gory, nasty details.
Very important.
What color is the discharge? We need to know this.
I think I got it.
I'll get you pictures of Spider-Man.
So this room changes. There's 4 different versions of this room, so far as I know. And this one is the fundy biology classroom. Why did God create mosquitoes? It's a good read. It makes no sense. Like all fundy stuff, it makes no sense.
Oh, damn it. I could be completely immune to malaria. Thanks a lot, Eve.
Bitch. Look at all these.
Bitch.
Can't really see the covers because the light decides.
Shadows get weird.
Yeah, the shadows are dumb.
Oh, Baudelaire again.
Yeah.
I love that poem.
I read it that fast.
He's a speed reader.
Well, it's just like when he looks at the mazes as too easy, or when he looked at that poster just then and was like, oh, figured it out. I only just started looking at this.
He's a genius.
Give me a second, Harry. God.
There's nothing much else going on.
Dude's a savant.
Oh.
Here's an alternate version. It's got our friend Baphomet on it. Which is what the first boss from Silent Hill 1 was based on. The real boss. The Incubus. Yup.
Oh, he's on the projector. Wait.
Neato.
Drawing a Baphomet's on the projector, but it's not being projected onto the screen. It's just drawn there also.
Your shadow does not affect the projector, which I think is pretty hilarious. It's a good oversight on the developer's part. Because, I mean, this game deals so much with shadows, and then they don't make the projector a real projector.
Oh, boy.
What is gonorrhea? It looks pretty sexy to me. Hey.
Gonorrhea is when you score many times.
I'd like to gonorrhea. That nipple that guy's got. Some questionable anatomy on this, too. Aw, yeah. Unit 4.
Yeah.
By the way, you get this by being a prude.
Really?
That makes sense.
Huh.
That makes sense. I was really frustrated. I was like, why can't I get the stupid gonorrhea room?
You just kept upping your sex PI and it didn't give it to you?
Ah, it didn't happen. I was getting
Well,
so
if you
pissed
have a
off.
sex PI, you know all about gonorrhea, so he doesn't need a slide to know about gonorrhea.
Don't need to learn about it then.
If you're a prude, you wouldn't really know what it is. Also, those shadows are being weird.
Good point.
They're always weird. Harry has the most powerful flashlight known to man. It projects shadows miles away. Strong. Burns holes through
1
walls.
billion candle power.
And this is the one I got in the blind run, but you can actually read it and see it now.
Teach him right.
So Mr. Gordon's, as a reference to one of the teachers from Midwich in the first game, Kay Gordon, which was one of the members of Sonic Youth, I think. And he's got all these books about trying to discipline kids and all these sad things.
Beat them. Relentlessly.
Can't really see it. There's like graffiti all over his books. You can see in the back one there.
Naturally, just completely disrespected.
The chairs are too neat in this room. I wish they were all over the place. I wish they were turned over and just destroyed.
Circled up in the back.
I wish I could remember the name of the book that this is making me think of. It was called Killing Something, and it was just about a bunch of students killing a teacher they hated. And it was terrible. I had to read it in 8th grade.
That's weird that they would make you read a book about killing a teacher in school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently it was a good book. I had to read it right along with The Giver.
The Giver was a good book, though.
I enjoyed it when I was in 8th grade.
I liked it. There's different versions of this. They're all really boring.
You like go to the prom?
They're all pretty much the same, because it's all like, I'm gonna go to the prom with you, Kate Lane.
No, seriously though. Does anybody here want to go to the prom with me?
Oh, hey, UFO!
I'll never get a girlfriend.
I don't know why this statue of this guy is John Wyndham. Wouldn't it be Wyndham High School then? Why isn't his last name Midwich?
Trust no one.
Trust no one.
Who is he supposed to be?
I don't know. Just,
I was trying to look at this sign, but
it might have said something, I'm not sure. So these, up here, this mural changes depending on what you put down as your perfect class day. We put down geography and math and lit and theater. And this one has science on it, on the left. And that's creative writing, that dopey girl.
How do I write?
And writing, how I do. And religion's all the way on the right. And the only new one on this one is the sex ed one, which is like a really cute drawing of
yeah, that
a
is
couple. That's charming.
cute.
It's not sexy. And sports.
Sports, football, basketball.
Wasn't that the same ring as football?
Yeah, not quite.
Baseball.
Oh, this gives you, that gives you drug PI,
Yeah, I saw it said cannabis.
cannabis and cocaine and something else, I forgot what it was.
What? No, you could totally use that poster to figure out how to use that bong you picked up.
That's true.
Oh, damn! Right. Oh, hi camera, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
Okay. Again. Alright, good.
It's just
No,
that
it's
one
cool.
little
You
bit.
You can
Is
stay
that-
back in the other room.
Is that a door? Oh, that's the door? Great. I thought it
Yeah.
was maybe like a cabinet to the side or something.
No, that's the door it came through.
Well,
My little friendly white arrow to tell me where to go, what to interact with.
tear him apart.
I tried to zip him back up because this is the zipper thing from the very first one.
I would have laughed so hard.
Didn't work.
If that worked.
I really was hoping it would zip back up, and I was really sad when it didn't happen, but, you know, I'll give the game credit for not allowing me to zip the frog back up. That would have been cute.
Queen.
Gem.
Oh.
Ice gem.
I'm just gonna say cold.
It was really hard to get my wrist in the right position to rotate that to see it. I thought that would change, but it doesn't.
I don't remember that being part of that lesson, but sure. Actually, I don't remember this lesson at all because I totally stayed home.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Birds and the bees.
Speaking of, there's a penis in this game!
There's a hee-hee and a hoo-ha on this poster, and I don't feel comfortable looking at it.
Yeah, that colon, testes, and everything.
Better you're informed now before you get that girlfriend. Chip.
Boy, I forget all those things I learned about in that biology class I took last semester already. That was like the last thing I was testing on too, all the penis stuff.
You're kind of supposed to come in this room from the opposite side, but it doesn't matter which side you come in on, but that works better because you're supposed to go straight down this little alley and she pops up from under and it's awkward from this way.
Chemistry.
Forget about that ghost. Chemistry.
Oh, chemistry.
Somebody
He was
puked.
gonna swoon. Ugh.
Oh, take me away, chemistry.
So the little ghost guy that's been in this school, is that supposed to be a callback to the little weird ghosty guys you can see in the school in Sound Hill 1, or...
I don't know. I don't know what they were going for with that. I think it's just supposed to be like Cheryl-ish. And that's a texture that's too shitty to read. Thanks, game. Thank you, game. And for some reason, Harry didn't want to comment on this poem, so here he is commenting on it.
Very sweet.
That hand looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I wanted to show that off because later there's a picture of some cakes and he says the exact same line, but it's the exact same inflection. They didn't record a different one for cakes and friendship. It's pretty much the same level of sweetness. So we have a choice here, Planetarium or Art Studio. And I went to the art studio in the blind run and I had problems. Big problems. But let's take a peep. And oh my goodness, my eye is drawn to this. Look at all this stuff. We got a
person.
Picasso, a Tim Buckley Picasso. And we got a Dali. The crutches and neat stuff.
Melting
Stuff. Dead donkeys on pianos. We got a Van Gogh. And not a single person's creative in this class. They're just going to copy all other people before them. And it's Harry. Just like Ice Harry. Comes on a cute little pedestal, like you can collect them all, like trophies.
So you're supposed to do something with him?
No.
Okay.
Why is there a mattress in here? That doesn't make sense.
Your reference?
Unlock somewhere else.
Nothing really mattress. Go around the perimeter.
Wow, I like that guy's face.
Yeah, some neat faces and art supplies. Some dolls. Here's some stuff over here too. Everything's pretty visually interesting in this room. Eye of God, tower. Skeletons. That's probably some developer, I would guess.
Guy over there is one of the guys that play Doctor Who.
And that looks kind of boring, and that looks kind of boring. So I left this room thinking the key was some fucking place else. 555.
Right.
4257.
Oh.
But that's not the answer. That's not what it is. By the way, take note.
Oh, you can use it.
You can use it. Take note. What's missing?
The little white arrow?
The little white arrow. I had no idea I could interact with this thing. I left the room. I backtracked through the whole damn school. Saying, well, there's nothing to interact with here. I'm leaving. This is way less interesting than the Tim Buckley portrait over there. So I just ignored it. But here's what it wants you to do. That's meant to be an 8. 4 you don't touch. It's pretty obvious 4. This is meant to be, if I can grab it, it's a 6.
Right. And then a...
Squeaky.
And a
5.
5.
I mean, I think it's kind of a neat idea with the shadows and whatnot. I mean, it looks ridiculous because these shadows are stupid, but I like what they were going for.
I know, it's just that
No, it wasn't very well.
they had something so much more interesting in the room
Yeah.
that was uninteractive. And this didn't look interactive either, so I left. And that's what happens.
It's a neat little thing.
The door is open now.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
I'll go open it then. What's with the Tim Buckley portrait? Did you draw that?
You can call me back if you want. I don't really have anything else to do today. Nobody calls me back because I sound creepy, but I just have a weird throat condition. Somebody please call me.
In In the real run, we're going in through the planetarium.
Papers.
Greeted by spring-loaded astronomy notes.
So now, as we move across the sky,
The smug
we see another
fuck they keep
familiar face.
using
This
as
will be
every
Ursa Minor,
teenager
or
slash
as we like
teacher.
to call him, Little Bear.
What's so funny? Can't you horny little animals save this kind of thing for after class?
What?
What?
So there's an alternate version
So
of that.
now, as
Let's
we
explain
move
what
across the
happened, really.
sky, we see another familiar face. This will be Ursa Minor, or as we like to call him, Little Bear. What's so funny? Ah, well, I suppose I should be glad that someone in this class sees the romance in astronomy.
Still not clear. Is this like kids are making out in his class and he points it
No,
out? Is that
you're gonna find out. Shh.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So here's our Mine. It looks like the Big Dipper. Thank God. If it looked like anything else, this would take me 10 minutes. Because that's the only constellation anybody on Earth knows is fucking Little Dipper, Big Dipper. So here's the puzzle.
Yeah. You just have to move it to find the constellation and pick it.
There's a constellation right there.
I see it.
I'm gonna adjust it a little.
It looks exactly like it was in the same spot, but go on.
Okay, I don't know why I did it then. Be my little bear. Remember.
That was quick.
That was the puzzle. And the door is locked. Also, I think I was thrown off by the unlock somewhere else thing. I thought I had to actually go somewhere else to
Right.
get a key or unlock it from the other side. Whatever.
Don't try to justify your poor game skills.
At least that person didn't whisper.
Ding dong, door's open.
Door's open. So before we go through the door, I have to punish my co-commentators.
Phone time.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Is it a funny phone?
I'm sorry.
So it's not a funny phone.
I'm sorry. Brace yourselves. Boil some tea or something.
High School presents The Origin of Life. Gaze at the stars and listen as we explain how life as we know it came to be. The Big Bang. Around 20 billion years ago, the universe consisted of nothing but a compact ball of hydrogen,
Go on.
protons, neutrons, electrons, and their antiparticles, plus radiation. There were no planets or stars, no suns or galaxies, no people. 5 billion years ago, the compact
I'm just gonna eat as lot as
hydrogen
possible
soup
first
exploded
part.
with huge
Sure.
force, and matter shot out in all directions. The universe doubled in size. This expansion of the universe continues today.
Why is this so long?
A great increase in the density and temperature
Oh
of
my
the
God.
universe, and no new particles were formed. Now, particles and antiparticles battled in a frenzy of self-destruction. This left the universe with a much reduced collection of positively charged nuclei and negatively charged electrons. In what
I've eaten
we
half my
call
dinner so
a
far.
plasma soup. Everything we see in the world today was created in this incredible explosion 5 billion years ago. Just as life and death grew on a huge scale, so are these the forces that dominate on a galactic scale.
Oh, we're back.
Oh,
Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. What is that phone number for? Who would dial it? For what reason? What is that phone number for? Who would call that number? For what reason?
you're just hanging out at the bar with some friends, and then some guy's going, just, God, how did the universe get made?
Wait, I have a number for this. Let me
Here you
just
go, friend.
Call that right up.
I've got a handy phone number for you.
Got a message from Dolly. Ugh.
Whoa, what?
So I was hoping to get a different Dahlia, and that my PI would be okay to get the Dahlia I wanted. So I was a little defeated, and I looked at the ground for a second or two, and I forgot to show you the full picture. So then I did it on a different run. I showed you the close up,
Oh, baby.
and this is what Dahlia. This is what she's meant to look like in the other game, and that's also
Whoa.
the face I made when I saw this picture. What?
Wow, Dahlia.
You don't know. She could be bitching underneath all that. Can see her face.
Hot
It's
body.
fine.
It's like all the old ladies in Fallout 3. Oh, it's a really boring message again. It's the same voice actor.
Wow, it's supposed to be the same student, right?
He also has a child with pigtails.
Well, it's different points of his life.
And also thinks his girlfriend is frigid, and also works at the newspaper, and also does the astronomy thing, and is also the teacher for astronomy class.
It's one well-rounded individual.
Yeah, he's just...
Yeah.
Don't hate
He's
on
gonna
him.
go to Harvard. He's got a crazy resume going on. He's in every club.
They never mention his name, do they? Well, I'm naming him Steve.
Okay.
No, wait. Steve doesn't fit that voice enough.
Craig. Maybe Craig.
No.
No.
Daryl.
Daryl. Okay. His name is Daryl. Canonically.
There. I have contributed to Silent Hill canon.
This game sure encourages exploration, doesn't it? It's
Wait.
empty lockers.
I mean, I like
Dynamic duo.
the messages in that they give like some background to, where you're at and what weird stuff has been going on. But my God, the phone call messages to everything else, like calling numbers, so boring.
I don't know what this is exactly. It's not a marble. It's big.
It looks like a flower in there, right?
Yeah, I don't know like what kind of object that was. Like
Don't
a
know.
glass encased flower.
Yeah,
I don't know.
some sort of memento for like a legit memento to someone's life.
Mine switched off.
No, it's
Really?
No, it's
is
not.
it? Harry.
Harry.
You rebel. Mine switched off. I'm out of here. Oh, good thing the code's right there. I'll just punch that in.
Okay.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Okay, so...
It's the number of the football guys in the other locker. 1031.
Yeah.
Oh. So why did it have 1053 there? Is it just a red herring?
I don't know. I guess so.
Huh, alright.
So statue changes. It can be a headless runner. If you picked the sports as your favorite classes, and it can also be, I think, a lion or something. But I've never ever gotten it, and I don't know how you get it.
It's a shame. I would have liked to see the lion.
I know, me too.
Alien? Alien!
He's a tricky one. He looks like a little frisbee.
Well, he kind of just looked like a tree branch from when I first glanced. I would have missed that sucker.
I love these little guys. Adorable.
Half of them.
Half of
Half
them.
of them? Alright, out of 13, I think.
Are they equally spread out through the game, or are they kind of...
I feel like we've seen a lot though in this area, the high school area.
I don't know. At the end, they get a little more dispersed, I think. I haven't really paid attention to the
Here's to
disbursement.
our future.
You're never gonna get old.
Never gonna be like our parents.
Never gonna be apart.
This teenager
There's a-
sounds old as hell.
Yep, so there's a bunch of different versions of this, and they're
Here's to
all
us.
the same except for
Never
like
gonna get old.
one
Never
sentence.
gonna be like our parents.
Never gonna blend in.
Sped up the dialogue a little, added a new line. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Here's to us.
Never gonna get old.
Never gonna be like our parents.
Never gonna stop loving.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut it off abruptly again because we're at a cutscene. We're gonna start the next one with a cutscene, basically.
No,
Story's
but
gonna
what
happen?
happens? What?
Yeah.
Story. I want story. Give me story.
Story's actually gonna sort of, kind of happen.
I want things to happen.
It's sort of. We meet somebody who's new, a person,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not Sybil.
Is it Dahlia?
No, that's later. Dang. But she's pretty. She can be sexy.
Is it Cheryl?
Yes, it's we meet Cheryl. It's the end of the game.
Yes!
Here you are. You're in the gym. Perfect. Let's get the fuck out of this boring town. I'm out.
The end. Football.